Welcome to the video tutorials of Object-Oriented Programming in Java. This is Rajul Suthar, Assistant Professor of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar. Previously, in Object-Oriented Programming, we have discussed the Unit 7 is a JavaFX basic and event-driven programming as well as animation. We can create the event-driven programming as well as animation in JavaFX. In this session, we will discuss about the Unit 8, that is JavaFX, UI control and multimedia. So here we all familiar with the Java. JavaFX is widely used to developing the various application like desktop, web application and mobile application. It provides the library uh, for all the development of the application. In a previous chapter, we have seen to create the basic application with stage, scene and group. Also, we have learned to add node to the group, and node can be any UI, that is a user interface. It is a user interface element. The JavaFX API provide rich set of control like label and label control, button, text field, password field, radio button, checkbox, text area, combo box, list view, scroll bar, progress bar. So this is the topic related to this session. We will discuss one by one. So what is the use of label? Label is it used to display the simple text, normally not editable at executable time. In JavaFX, label is used to create the label object. Like if we represent the name of user, so username and password, all things that written in label. But we are using to input the text, we require the text box or text field. So label is nothing but it is the short text on a image. It is non-editable text control. It used for displaying the text. Is required with fit with specific space. Label can only display the text or image, and it cannot get focus. Means it have not a focus property. We cannot edit it. Constructor for the label class, like you can create the label without argument. It create the empty label. Then label string text, it create the label with supplied text. We require the string text as well as node graphics, so it create the label with this supplied text and graphics. So these are the constructor, or we can say that method for the labels. This is the example. If you work with the JavaFX in NetBeans, so you have to input this type of a statement like javafx.application.application javafx.scene.scene scene.control.label, because we are using the label javafx.stage.stage public class label example. It extend application because we are working with main any application, and this is the class whatever the use inside the JavaFX program. Public void state void start stage primary stage to exception. We are using the label, so label is one object. Label 1 is equal to new label 1. Welcome to JavaFX. This is the scene. Whatever the label display like X and Y, 200 value, and the name of the label is label. Primary state dot set title JavaFX demo. You can write anything here. Then primary state dot set scene primary state dot show. It will display the label. And one more, we require the main function, that is a public static void main string argument s launch arguments. So this type of output will be displayed while we are working with NetBeans JavaFX. Same way for a button control. So what is the use of button? We all familiar. We are working with the sign in button, log out button. So button is a clickable object to take the input or command from user, generally used to submit the data from scene. Package to the uh, use button class is a javafx.scene.control button. Button control, it enable the application to have some action executed when the application user click the button. The button control can contain the text or graphics. When a button is pressed and released, action event is sent. Some action can be performed based on the event by implementing event handler to process the action event. Button can also respond to mouse event by implementing the event handler to process like mouse event. This is the example, or this is the method. We can say that constructor for the button class. So button without any argument, we can say that empty string for its label. Button string text, so it creates the button with specified text as a its label, and we can use button string text as well as node graphics. So you can insert the image, create a button with a specified text and icon for its label. This is the example. So you required this type of import statement. We will discuss uh, in after completing this program. You can create this type of program, or one program is available. Let me show the first. Here button object is used. Button dot select. We set the text. Some of the text is appeared on the button like sign in, or log out, or click me, close, cancel. So here click me is a use. Button dot set on action, new event handler, action event, override public static, public void handler, action event, label dot set text button click. Here root dot set margin, we have to set the margin for particular button where we button show in our scene. So root dot set margin, again you have to write get children. You can use this property for the button left or right, or this is the default title, the button demo, then new scene root 250 100 primary state dot show. So let me check one example. For that you have to work with the Javafx. So for first time create a Java program in NetBeans. So this is the latest version, NetBeans IDE 8.2. Just click on new project. This is the filter. You can create a Java project for a Java application, window application. You can create, just click Java, and if you want to create a simple desktop application, so just click on Java application. If you work with the JavaFX, so just click in JavaFX, and here this is a JavaFX application, and just click the next button. Here some of the web application also available. So for that you have to create a Java web and web application and click next. But right now we are working with JavaFX, and this is the JavaFX various type of application you can create, like JavaFX preloader, JavaFX F XML application, and Swing application project with existing source code. Here I already use the JavaFX control, so just cancel, and we are working with the JavaFX control. So this is the code for particular JavaFX control. Here let me discuss one by one. This type of a class is created. Then it override public void start stage. This is the button. Button btn is equal to new button. Btn dot set text say hello world. You can write anything here. Button dot set on action event handler, and this is the system dot out dot println hello world. So one button will be appeared, say hello world, and one text also appeared. Just click on button hello world. So this type of output will be displayed because we are written system dot out dot println. You can write here stack pane root new stack pane root dot get children. So this is the default page available for button control. If you work with the program, this is a primary stage, set title hello world, and this is the scene we have already discussed, root 300 and 250. Just click on this button, or you can run the program by just right click on Java control application, and you can run here or execute the program. Same way you can run from here. So just I click on run button. So Javafx control, Javafx run is the building or execute your file. One output will be appeared, like scene will be appear. One window, output window will be generated after completing the program. Execution is completed. Okay, so this window cover the title with hello world, and after click on this button say hello world, what will be the output? We are written hello world in system.out.println. So just click, the hello world will be displayed at your output place. Okay, so this type of programming you can work with the Javafx. Checkbox, you can use the checkbox in a program. So the checkbox is used to provide the more than one choice to the user. It can be used in a scenario where the user is prompted to select the more than one option. It is different from radio button. It is not a radio button. Radio button, whenever we require the multiple choice from multiple choice question like MCQ, so radio button is used. But checkbox, like if you select more than one option, so require the checkbox. So this is the constructor for checkbox, like checkbox without any argument. It creates the checkbox with an empty string for its label. Checkbox string text, it creates the checkbox with a specified text, its label. This is the example. You can create the checkbox also. For that you require the import javafx.scene and one control. If you don't remember the control, so write the scene.control.star. It's cover the all the control elements. It import. Checkbox extend the application public void main string argument as you can write here or later. Public void start scene primary stage through exception. Label 1 is written here. What do you list? So this is the list for create the radio station like first Big FM, Radio Mirchi, Red FM and My FM. So for that you require the object each and every checkbox. Checkbox 1, checkbox 2, checkbox 3 and 4. This type of application you can create a drag and drop control in a Java web application also. Then hbox.root, hbox root is equal to new hbox root dot get children dot add all object c1 c2 c3 and c4 root dot set spacing scene is equal to new scene root 450 100, and this is the title checkbox example. So this type of output will be generated like checkbox example. What do you listen? If you select the Big FM and Radio Mirchi. So both station uh, you can work with the both station or listen the both station. But this is a simple example. If you work with the radio button, so instead of checkbox here, radio button will be appear. Same way for radio button. The radio button is used to provide the various application, various option to the user. User can only choose one option among the all. Radio button is either the selected or deselected. It can be used in scenario of multiple choice question in a quiz where only one option need to be chosen by the student. Like we previously create the MCQ exam, mid exam. For that, construct a radio button. Create the radio button with an empty string for its label. Radio button with the string and text. So it creates the button with the specified text label. Okay, you can create the object by using this way. This is the list of element cover for the radio button: Italy, China, and Spain and Japan. Which country you have to select? So this is a group. Toggle group is one object you can create with the toggle group. Each and every button 1 dot set toggle group, button 2 dot set toggle group. VBox root is equal to new VBox root dot set spacing 10 root dot get children dot add label 1 button 1 its property. This is a title radio button example. So this type of output will be generated. Like which country is origin of coronavirus? So China. Just click on any from the given list of available country. This is the vertically display because we are using the V box. If you work with the horizontal, so it will be H box instead of V box. Thank you for listening this session. We will discuss the next point like text area and combo box, as well as scroll bar, progress bar, audio, multimedia controls. Thank you for attending the session. Please like and subscribe the channel for more videos.